be playing around a lot. I can tell.
But
anyway, I think that. I mean,
well, I mean that's pretty much our opinion of characters. You know?
I mean, our characters we do have different tastes, but you know we do kind of. I think we kind of both kind of see eye to eye on the characters. Wise.
I mean, because we do have different tastes on different characters. I mean, like, you know, he's a big fan of Kasumi and stuff like that on Mass Effect. You know, I'm a big fan of. Wait a minute, did our video just start back over?
No.
No, I didn't hit anything.
Huh?
I didn't hit anything. Yeah, apparently it just started back over.
Maybe it'd be a two-parter then.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if it did, this is part two.
Well, anyway,
we're using his camera and we're trying to learn his camera a little bit. I'm the one doing the filming, so.
Yeah, maybe we should next time buy your camera and just use my graphic card, my SD card. Anyway, so where were we at? Oh, yeah, we did characters. Next thing was gameplay. Now,
there you go. You remembered it.
Yeah, I got smarter than the average boo-boo, huh? Anyway.
What?
No, Yogi Bear, come on.
That's smarter than the average bear, not Boo Boo.
Boo Boo was the baby bear. Was a small
Boo
bear.
Boo was Justin Timberlake.
No, Boo Boo was not Justin Timberlake.
He was in the movie.
No.
Move on.
Gameplay to me, what I think makes really good RPGs is customization. I like to be able to customize my characters if I can at the beginning. Sometimes some JRPGs really don't give you a customization as far as like creating the character's face and name and stuff like that. But they do like make you change outfits and sometimes you can change like what they're wearing. You know, like. You know, put like glasses on them or change their hairstyle or something like that. So when I'm able to do that, I can adjust stuff like that. I really do like to be able to customize my characters the way I, you know, if I have the ability to. Like, I mean, like the Mass Effect or Dragon Age, either one of those, you can actually customize your characters from the beginning, what they look like, the eye colors, and all that stuff like that. Of course, those games were designed to do that. Most JRPGs are not really like that. You really can't customize your character in that fashion. But I do like to be able to customize my characters. I think it really makes me, you know, try to play around with the customizations. When it comes down to combat, I don't really say simple combat, but I guess you could put it to the point. I don't like combat where I feel like I have to be freaking Albert Einstein to freaking figure out how to do it. You know, if it's like the Tales games, let's say Tales of Vesperia, I can, you know, you can you pretty much set where you want your arcs at and what arcs you want to use and stuff like that. When I'm able to do stuff like that and do the commands that I want for those particular arcs, then I can really get behind something like that. But when I have to like freaking feel like I'm a freaking brain surgeon to try to figure out how to freaking do a special move or something like that, man, it's just frustrating to me to make to try to play the game any further. You know, like, you know, I just don't like very complicated RPG. I mean, very complicated
RPG setup.
Battle system.
Yeah.
It's a turn off to me, you know. I just can't really get behind something like that. I mean, other than that, I mean, I think, you know, a good battle system, quest, and have the quest kind of interlock with the story a little bit, not just, you know, okay, well, here's a quest, go do it. You know, something like that, you know. If it kind of interlocks with the story a little bit, it kind of makes the quest go out and do quests a little bit more easier, you know, instead of just saying, here's your quest, go waste some time on it, you know. Like Dragon Age Inquisition, that's pretty much what the whole game was about. Here's about 12 hours of gameplay, and we're just going to throw a bunch of quests out there that has absolutely no meaning for you to do. Just go out there and do it. I mean, even though it's an open world, yeah, but all the quests has nothing to do with the main story. You know, if it has a little bit of something to do about the story, like a Mega Quintet, a lot of the quests had something to do with the main story. You know, with about going fight bats and stuff like that. So it kind of made sense to go do those quests. Unlike Dragon Age Inquisition, where go get these this material for our army. Why? It don't make any damn. When you go to get to the last battle, that has nothing to do with the last battle of the game. So it really don't make any sense. So when I look at things like that, I really think, you know, customization, good combat system, and, you know, the quest that goes along with the story. I think those makes a really good RPG.
I don't really need to say anything, do I? You pretty much covered all bases.
Well, I mean, unless you disagree with any of it.
Well,
or you think something else added I missed?
No, I mean, I do agree with you on the whole thing with it being. Can I get it right this time? Yes. No. Yes. Okay. I do agree with you about the simplicity of it. The more simple, the better. I know people are gonna be like, it's because you guys don't like hard stuff. Let me tell you something. Whenever you're older, and you have jobs and stuff like we do, we like to just sit back and, I mean, we enjoy our RPGs, you know, but we like to sit back and you know, this is more simple the better. I think that's with most gamers nowadays anyway. Of course, there are those people that are out there now that are going to enjoy the push, you know, the push, you know, 15 buttons to do one move. They're still going to enjoy that. And hats off to you. Is all I can say. I mean, I like the more simple the better. Final Fantasy as used to be. Real simple. You picked the move and you did it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like the Tales games to me. To some people, actually, they're pretty hard, but to me, they're actually pretty simple. You go in there and you can do combos and stuff, and it's real time. Same thing with the Star Ocean stuff. Same exact thing. Which I'm glad Star Ocean's coming back. Star Ocean is great. Basically, a Square Enix version of Tales is what I've always tell people that that's kind of what it is, you know. Yeah. Same as that battle system, almost everything else. So I'm glad that's coming back. But the more simple the better. That's the only thing I think of. The more simple the better. I agree with him on that. I mean, he focused on customization. That really doesn't matter to me that much because it just doesn't. But again, I mean that's just my opinion. You know, customization to me does not matter. I mean, Mass Effect is an example. You can create your own Commander Shepard. I just used the default. That's all I did. It didn't matter. He's gonna bang everybody anyway. so you know, it doesn't matter. You know, he's gonna attack everybody anyway. So you know, I mean, yeah. So what was next? Replay value.
Replay value. You want to start this one off this time, or you want to, you want me to?
Oh, we've kind of been going in order, like.
Oh, okay.
I said let's just keep
keep it out of the way.
Just keep going. Keep going as we're going.
Okay, well, I'll go replay value. Wow, how can I say about replay value? I think a lot of games, like, I really like the JRPG method of how they do things. You got, usually you wind up with 3 endings with most JRPGs. Some of them only gives you 2. Sometimes you get the 3 types of ending. You get a bad ending, a normal ending, and a true ending. And to me, I think when you involve yourself with giving yourself 2 or 3 endings in a video game, that gives it replay value. So that you really, I think if most JRPGs did not have the 2 or 3 types of ending, I really don't think I would have really played a lot of these JRPGs as much as I have. Of course, because I want to see, if I don't get the true ending the first try, and I get the normal ending, I kind of want to go back and play it again to get that true ending to see if it improves the story further on. Some games, like I say, like Mass Effect. Mass Effect is, I'll be honest, I probably got like 200-some plus hours in freaking Mass Effect trilogy itself. So I played as Commander Shepard, male, and then I played Fem Shepard. Both all throughout, all the way from Mass Effect 1 all the way to Mass Effect 3. Now I found out if you do certain things, and I didn't realize this when the first time I ever played it.
He was late to the party.
Yeah, I was kind of late to the party. The first time I played it, I really realized some of these quests had effects throughout, the series. But the second time I done every quest in Mass Effect 1, every quest in Mass Effect 2. And then when I got to Mass Effect 3, there was one scene where Commander Shepard's in the triage area where the refugees are at, and someone tries to assassinate Commander Shepard, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes Connor out of nowhere, jumps in the way in front of the bullet and takes the bullet from Commander Shepard, and you think he's dying. Connor's thinking he's dying, and you realize that another person that Commander Shepard had met had deactivated the weapon that the guy's going to use to kill Commander Shepard with, and didn't really shoot Connor after all. And it kind of, like, if I didn't do those quests, that scene would have never, you would have never seen that scene. A lot of people probably haven't, because it really, if you didn't do, Connor the fan and did all 3 parts, and then met him in Mass Effect 2, you may have never seen that scene. So me, I think, if it's got stuff like that in a video game, I think that really adds a lot of replay value to it. So you can get those extra scenes, unless you just want to, be lazy and not do it. But me, I don't want to be lazy. I want to actually go get those scenes, and I want to, I want to make sure I get everything out of the value of the video game that I bought. So when I buy a video game, I want to get my full entertainment out of it. So if it's got stuff like that, that adds a lot of more replay value to me. What?
I ain't really gotta say anything, do I? Shit.
I guess we're in agreement on that.
I ain't gotta say a damn word. Fuck. What was the next topic? Because it's like, I pretty much already, almost everything you and I thing is that here's the thing about me and him, is that while we agree on most of this stuff, we have different favorite games, right? I mean, but again, when it comes to what makes a good RPG, we agree on almost the exact same things, you know. And you know. Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted. What the hell? I was distracted by that guy's tag that said the dude. So I thought I was Big Lebowski like immediately. Oh, they really are doing that. Walmart really is doing the neighborhood markets, the small little stores. One right there. I think they're building it though.
Alright.
I was like, they really are doing that. Anyway, camera's off center. I don't care. I'm off center. But dang, what was the last topic? I forgot what it was.
Replay value?
We already done that.
Last one is story.
We already did story, didn't we?
No, we're doing story.
Yeah, we did story.
No, we didn't do story.
Yeah, we.
No, story is the last thing we talked about.
Well, I think we mentioned story I think we mentioned it a little bit during the intro.
Yeah, a little bit. The intro and the story kind of goes together, kind of in a sense.
Yeah, I guess you can say that it does change a little bit. I mean, yeah, it does go together in a sense, but story. Go ahead, explain the story to him.
Hey, the storytelling is, I think, is a very essential key and part of any RPG. And if the heart's not strong, the game is not going to be strong. You know what I'm saying? When a story can build up to a climax and steadily go down and then pick back up and then steadily go back down and pick back up, I think that really what makes a really good RPG. But when they get to like the climax and then the game story just goes blah straight down like you jumping off a cliff, like Dragon Age Inquisition. As you could tell, I'm really not a fan of Dragon Age Inquisition. You know, when it does that, when it just drops and then like dramatically and then it tries to pick itself up, to me that I already lost interest in the game. You know, when the game kind of like picks up to the climax and then you just gradually go down and then pick yourself back up to the end where you get to the last boss, that makes a story goes, oh wow, what's next? You know, are we gonna get another one of these? Can we, you know, if I get excited and if I can get compelled to even further go into the game, to like really get me interested into the history. I tell you, I'm a really big fan of Mass Effect. I mean, when I first played it, I played it again and again and again, and I was like, wow, this world is what's going on with this world. So I even went and I buy comic books. So I went and bought the Mass Effect comic books to check out even more and furthermore. And there's a lot of things in those comic books for the Mass Effect universe that, you know, you're really like, oh wow, okay. You know, they mention this part in, but they don't really emphasize, you know, a lot of what happened. Like, there's one comic book that really goes into the Elusive Man history, you know. So, like, now you gotta figure out why his eyes are that way, you know. I know why his eyes are like that, and not because he's indoctrinated. There's another reason why he's, well, he sort of already was indoctrinated in a way, you know, prior to him rebuilding Shepard. So there's a lot of things like that. I mean,
when a story can compel me to